audience. We have a $25 donation from Ultra.io, which says, "Gotta go fast is a thing of the past. Now the whole world goes boom, but at least the speedrun goes zoom. As always, I love GDQ. Keep up the great work." Oh. We have a $100 donation from Anonymous, which says, "Happy to give Doctors Without Borders in honor of both my sons who are attending Summer Games Done Quick for the first time. My son, Glossanok, is a first-time runner. Great run on Tuesday with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Glossanok. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching this event." We have a $20 donation from Gary Kahn, which says, "Since you say there's 20 minutes of loading screens in Sonic 06, here's $1 for each one. Put it to Ultimate Doom." We have a $200 donation from Anonymous, which says, "Hey guys, I want to thank all the runners, staff, and announcers for all the hours of great entertainment I've had over the years. Keep it up for such a great cause. Let's show the world that gaming can help build a better future. Oh, and kill the animals and frames." We have a $25 donation from the Aardvark, which says, "I thought I could resist watching the Sonic 06 run, but it's no use." This goes towards that Little Mermaid jam session, part of our world. Good luck to Triple Agent and all the other runners throughout the week. We have a $10 donation from Wide Eye, which says, "It amazes me how much these speedrunners can do commentary and gameplay at the same time so seemingly effortlessly." We have a $25 donation from Anonymous, which says, "I just had to donate for Sonic 06. Thanks to the runners and everyone involved, and my condolences to anyone who ever played through this mess of a game. Oh dear." We have a $25 donation from Anonymous, which said, "Simply had to make my first donation to SGDQ for the best game ever made, Sonic 06. Good luck to all the runners, and may the RNG be ever in your favor." And we have Thomas here from MSF. He's going to give us a little talk.
Hi everyone, my name is Thomas Kurman. I'm from Doctors Without Borders, or MSF as we call it as an acronym. That stands for Médecins Sans Frontières in French. So I'm so happy to be here, and I'm really amazed to see that event. I've never seen something like that. I've never seen probably in a long time so many passionate people around a common cause. So fantastic event. Congratulations really to everyone, to the organizers, but also to the participants. We from MSF, or Doctors Without Borders, we are so thankful that Summer Games Done Quick is working to raise funds for our organization. MSF has been founded in '71. So we are 45 years old. It's a medical humanitarian organization that assists people affected by conflicts, epidemics, natural and man-made disasters, regardless of race, religion, or political beliefs. We are operating under humanitarian principles of independence, impartiality, and neutrality. And currently more than 30,000 aid workers are operating in nearly 70 countries around the globe to assist people that need our help. We are very patient-focused, so and it's very important for us to receive unrestricted individual gifts. Nearly 90% of our donations are coming from people like you and me. So that's really amazing, and we are proud of the fact that roughly 82 cents of $1 are invested directly in our operations in the field. So only 18% go into administration and fundraising costs. So we are proud of that. And we are proud of the fact that this event here is for MSF, the biggest event fundraiser of the year. So last year we received, or you guys donated to us $1.2 million US, which for us is an unprecedented and fantastic result. Every contribution counts also that year. I think we can break that record, so let's go. We are happy really about every contribution that you can make. And last, I would like to thank everyone out there that follows the speedrunners, the speed gamers, but especially also the speed gamers that are active. But first and foremost, I would like to thank all the Games Done Quick staff, Matt, Kasumi, Vinay, Ben, Hannah, Mike, and all the other staff and volunteers that make this event possible. We are really thankful, and again, thank you very much for all your contributions, and have fun. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Egan Works. I'm going to be your host here for the next couple of games here on Summer Games Done Quick 2016. That was a beautiful run of Sonic 06. Next up, we have Metroid Zero Mission from MickeyGnou, if I'm saying that correctly. I'm not sure. But I've got some donations here in the meantime. So I've got a $20 donation from Horace, who says, "What's the worst part of being a speedrunner? Getting framed. $20 for killing the frames and saving the animals. Sorry, boys, it's not Super Metroid without saving them." Have a $50 donation from Heretic, who says, "I've been watching GDQ for years now, and I'm still smiling when I remember all the times it took place in a small room with some chairs in it. You all have come a long way, and I'm looking forward to the years to come. Great job all, and kill the animals." $20 donation from Seabear. Longtime watcher, first-time donator for the duty in the middle of the couch with the voice which is totally not fitting the rest of him. You decide where the money goes. Greeting from Germany. I think that was supposed to be dude, but the extra capital D threw me off. We have a $150 donation from Anonymous that just says, "Take my money." Can do, Anonymous, can do. And just so you guys know, as we're getting set up for the next game here, we've got a number of donation incentives which could really use some help that are coming up in the next couple hours. We still have quite a ways to go for that part of your world sing session during Disney's Little Mermaid, Any Percent. So if you want to hear that beautiful, beautiful song, and believe me, we don't want to deprive ourselves of that. That's got a little under $3,000 to go. So get your donations in for that, as well as for the good ending in DuckTales 2, Any Percent. That's got a little closer to $2,500 to go. So we need to get those donations in if you want to see that stuff. We have a $55 donation from Boxmeister, who says, "Woohoo, it's the start of the short but sweet GBA Metroid block. Once again, an awesome GDQ event. Shoutouts to Mickey and the people on the couch. Will Mickey show early power bombs? Kappa. Of course, as always, save the animals." We have a $20 donation from Jules, who says, "Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta donate my money." Have a $50 donation from E-Man Awesome, who says, "It's no use to save the animals. Take this and save the frames." We have a $100 donation from Hupfin, who said, "I missed the awful block earlier, so thanks for giving us a little daytime edition. I am worried about how positive you're being about the game, Triple Agent. You sure you're okay?" $20 donation from Brenzicure, who says, "Yo, Liam, you made it. I'm super proud of you, dude. After showing you this speed game a while ago, I never imagined you'd make it this far. I wish you luck on the run, but the question still stands. Do you know what money is? Have fun, dude, and good luck." $50 donation from Shenanigans, who says, "I discovered AGDQ last year and immediately fell in love. I watched AGDQ this year, and I finally decided I'd donate to SGDQ. Great to see you guys playing some of my favorite games. Good luck to all of you, and save the animals." We have a $10 donation from C9 Sneaky, who says, every GDQ I donate, and every time I ask when the League of Legends speedrun will happen, and every time my donation never gets read. Feels bad, man. Kill the animals. You've been read, C9 Sneaky.
Is it just possible to put the brightness up a bit on this TV, if that's not too much to ask?
Yeah.
So,
Hooray!
Hooray.
We did it.
Good luck.
So whenever you guys are ready.
Yep. Anytime you're ready, I think. Wait
So
them.
countdown.
Cool.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
So this is Metroid Zero Mission for the Game Boy Advance. This game is all executions, just like one big skip that skips about 2.5 minutes. Other than that, it's all execution, like I said.
Oh, hey, you got the first upgrade already.
Yeah,
You're on your way.
23 seconds in.
Yeah.
God Gamer. Let's go.
Nice.
So Brinstar is notorious for being reset heavy, since there's a lot that can go wrong in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, there's a notorious room coming up after he gets missiles where he needs to have as many missiles as possible in order to clear out 3 hives in it.
Here's the first Joseph Saturn run, by the way. It tells you like where to go next and upgrades, but we're not going to be paying attention to that.
Nice. Making that ripper cycle is really tight to make.
Oh, damn. Okay. Having some
Okay.
minor ball jump issues, I guess.
Yeah, so normally, the natural route, you're supposed to go higher up and get the long beam, but then the developers put in this nice little shortcut that you can just go to the store without using long beam. So it saves time, but it kind of sucks because each beam upgrade you get increases your damage output from your beam, including long beam.
Now here's first missile tank. Get a lot more of those.
So there's a trick coming up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, but it's a double missile.
Nice.
You got it. Nice.
You got it.
That's really good.
Wow.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
That just saves a few seconds, but it's very good. It's essentially 2 missiles on the same frame.
And you got really good missile luck right there. This is where he needs
Yeah.
to have as many missiles as possible. Optimally, you need to have 3 missiles and 2 beam shots for each of the 3 hives, meaning he wants to have 9 missiles. So he's at 4 missiles now, and there's going to be another missile tank coming up. So he has exactly enough missiles for this room. So this being an 90% speedrun, we're not going to be getting every single upgrade here, but missile management is very important in this speedrun because your beam is really weak if you try to compare this to Metroid Fusion, where the beam is actually a lot more powerful. So he needs to get a lot of missile tanks in order to clear out bosses,
Very
because
clean
most
hive
bosses
in
are
there.
immune to beams.
What he did back there in the high room was he lured the flies away just so he can keep them all in one group so they're not in the way when he was jumping over them, just so you get knocked down, by the way.
There is a faster way to do that room, but it's really not consistent. It only saves about 3 seconds, so...
So there's a lot of reacting to enemy patterns. The moment you enter a room, most enemies have 1 or 2 patterns, and whichever one they follow is random, which is why Mickey wasted a missile earlier, because sometimes there's a zoomer that goes left instead of right. Now we just got the bomb upgrade, which is a really broken item. Really broken upgrade. They made the blast radius very big and lenient for this, so it's very easy to do infinite bomb jumps in this game.
And it explodes really quickly, so it makes it even easier in that case.
Oh,
And this door doesn't open until you clear out all the bugs, and the bugs are completely random.
I got pretty lucky here. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that can happen in that room is that a bug will just stay up in that little area and just wait to drop down. So luckily, he didn't have to wait for another one of those to come down.
So currently the main goal of the game is to get to Torian and beat Mother Brain, and to do that he needs to defeat Ridley and Kraid, who are the 2 main bosses, and they each have their own designated areas. So he's going to be going to Ridley first because it's faster than going to Kraid first. Now that he's gotten bombs, that opens up a lot more of the game.
Oh. Ah, of course.
In order to get to Ridley, though, he needs to go to the first area over here, after getting charge beam, of course, which was dropped earlier from the enemy he killed with the double missile. But first, he needs to go to North Fair, which is coming up really soon. That's where he's going right now.
The charge beam isn't necessary to beat the game, but it's very convenient, not because of the charge beam itself, because it's kind of pathetically weak, but more for its pseudo-screw attack, which is an ability introduced in Super Metroid, where if you charge your beam and you do a spin jump, then Samus has a hitbox where she can damage enemies. And this really helps out in a few rooms, especially in late game. So the moment he enters Norfair, there's two paths he can take, one to the left, which leads to Criteria and has Power Grip, and one to the right, which leads to Ridley. But you can't go to Ridley because there's a plant blocking the path, which arbitrarily disappears after you get Power Grip. So you're forced to get Power Grip in order to proceed. Nice.
Oh. Nice. Okay.
So up here is Criteria is going to. This is where you get Power Grip. Like Korea's mentioned earlier.
Yeah, this is kind of an area introduced in Zero Mission. This area was not in the original NES Metroid. But this is kind of like a reimagining and or remake, however you want to call it, of the first Metroid. But there's a lot of new things in this game compared to that game.
Here's the first unknown item in the game. They'll unlock these little blocks that you just saw and make you just jump off of. But also later on in the game, they'll give you something else, and you'll see what game we get there.
Yeah, this is actually Plasma Beam, but we cannot use it until later in the game.
Yep.
So right there's a technique called a bomb jump, where you jump and plant a bomb in the air, and then you need to jump and more immediately again in order to get hit by the bomb. The small spots he uses those in to generally save one bomb jump, so it saves a little bit of time.
There's a pretty big one coming up.
Yep, good luck at this one. It's pretty difficult.
Nice.
Oh. Damn it.
At least you get to show off the backup strat.
Yeah.
I blame Kirby.
Okay.
Blame me. Oh, blame MG.
Oh yeah, blame MG, my bad.
So since he never got Long Beam obviously increases the range of your beam. So if you notice, all of his beam shots kind of stop after like 3 or 4 squares. So he has to use missiles to compensate because missiles are his only weapon that actually go past a few squares.
Oh, close.
Oh, got past it. There was a little technique there he used called a jump extend, where if you're spinning in the air and then you shoot out of that spin, then you kind of reset your vertical velocity and you can gain a tiny bit of extra distance. So now that he's gotten Power Grip, he's going to go to the right side of Norfair, get the Ice Beam, which is required for Torian, and then head down to Ridley. Power Grip is a generally really useful item because, I mean, one, it obviously lets you climb ledges, but in the TAS perspective, you can also... wall jumping is a bit slow because there's a wall jump animation, but the moment you Power Grip, you can jump off of it immediately, which is really useful. And there's a few spots where it can be faster in real time as well. So he's going to get the Ice Beam soon. You got the Ice Beam.
Ice Beam.
What I just did is jump so I can set up to recharge pretty quickly.
Let's even get this right over here.
Nice. Got a good pattern there, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes the rippers can be on the far right side, and you have to kind of improvise there.
All right, here's a little bit of skip you can do. You can actually just bomb jump right over that chosen statue. It saves, like, I think 15 seconds or so.
It saves a good chunk of time real time and a little bit of in-game time.
Oh.
So after getting Ice Beam, fortunately, the developers put in this nice little shortcut in this room here. We can kind of just go in this little tunnel here and fall all the way down to Ridley. Meaning you don't have to go all the way through Norfair. You don't need speed boost. You don't need to get wave beam or anything like that. You just go straight to Ridley. Alright, so here upcoming is Imago Cocoon, which is the hardest boss in the speedrun. I'm not even kidding. So what he's going to be starting with is he's going to freeze the Ripper in place, which will, and then take out all 3 vines on the left side. Each vine takes 3 missiles to kill. By freezing the Ripper, by the time he destroys the left vines,
Oh, damn.
the Ripper will be on position on the right side.
Yeah. Kind of messed it up.
It's alright. Reload the backup.
Damn it. Oh,
That's
well.
still good.
Yeah, it was decent enough.
That's a very hard fight to say the least.
I got it right.
Or at least like it's hard to do the
not
correct strat.
10 minutes ago. That's sad.
Normally, when you go down the elevator, you usually go right back up to fight Mago, but we're not going to be doing that. He's just going to skip right past him.
In the natural route, you're supposed to fight Imago and get super missiles, which will let you take a path to the left, behind a green door, which requires super missiles.
But that is really slow, so we're just going to take a shortcut to Ridley instead.
Thank you, developers.
Yeah.
He blew up that block there because it's a missile block, and he's going to take this exact same path back out of Ridley once he defeats Ridley. So missile management can be kind of tight here, and this is one of those few spots where the charge beam can actually be useful. There's a lot of improvisation going on in this room because those enemies, I don't remember their names,
Oh,
are
God.
random.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ooh,
please.
you definitely want to take a save.
Okay, can go. Okay.
Right.
Nice. Should be okay.
They do 30 damage, so it can be pretty scary. Nice pattern.
Just have to take it slow, because you can wall jump right away, but it's kind of risky. And if you fall down, you lose a lot of time.
So the entire point of coming to this room here is to get a super missile tank. This is the fastest first super missile tank you can get in this route. And then he's going to go backtrack all the way 3 or 4 rooms to the right to get another super missile tank and a missile tank.
Ooh.
And this block he's going to blow up with a super missile is a super missile block. You can't destroy it with any other weapons. So super missile management is really important in any percent speedrun. Each super missile does 100 damage, and each missile does 20 damage. So each super missile does the damage of 5 missiles. Now we're coming up to the very difficult Ridley fight.
I just gave it away.
Thankfully, eye-doors in this game aren't like Fusion, where they have a random chance to fire. They will pretty much do the same exact thing every single time.
Right. So this is the second of the 3 unknown items that Shasta mentioned earlier. And this one in particular is Gravity Suit. He's going to take a refill here because Ridley takes the damage of 50 missiles to kill. And he has... Wait, was it 50 or 40? I don't remember off the top of my head. But he has enough missiles to kill Ridley. Now.
My missile timing is way off.
There it is.
That's okay.
What a difficult boss.
So hard.
Oh, no supers.
Dang.
Ideally, you want to refill on all your supers there. So we're done with Ridley, so he's just going to leave this area and go straight to Kraid. So I think this will probably be a good time for donations.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have a $15 donation from Zach Bruin, who says, couldn't believe it when I heard EganWorks' beautiful velvety pipes announcing donations for SGDQ. Great job, my dude. Keep it up. Shout out to him, the runners, organizers, and tech crew for continuing to put on such a stellar event. Donation goes to the announcer's choice, which is always and forever kill the animals. Thank you, Zach. We also have a $500 donation from Dragon Fangs.
Nice.
Oh, Nice.
Hey.
The Dragon Fangs donation.
Had to donate during Zero Mission. Good luck with the run, Mickey. Don't fall down. Shoutouts to everyone in the GDQ crew who makes these events magical year after year, and to MSF who does incredibly impactful work all over the world. The money goes to singing Part of Your World. Of course, we all want to hear some sweet Disney songs. Hashtag mermaids for Dacid.
Speaking of Dragon Fangs, he's a well-known runner and tasser of the Zero Mission and Diffusion community, and he recently just finished a Zero Mission any % TAS a few days ago, just as SGDQ was starting. So I highly recommend taking a watch at that. And he also he's also been a huge supporter of pretty much all the GBA Metroid runs during the GDQs. So, and came up with a lot of strats and routing for this game, especially Zero Mission.
So he's going over here to get a high jump right now, and he's using to escape from Norfair now.
Yeah, like you don't really need high jump in any % route, but it's just faster because 1, it just saves time on pretty much every single jump you do, and 2, it allows you to use spring ball or jump ball and jumping in morph ball, which is important because it allows you to use shine spark in morph ball mode, which is important for a few really big shortcuts late game.
Beautiful.
Nice.
I think we can squeeze in more donations here.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have a $250 donation from Istaroon, who says, Zero Mission is the only game I ever tried to speedrun myself. I only got down to around an hour, but I was proud of myself. Here's to making one of my favorite games of all time beg for mercy. Shout out to my friends back in Indy watching with my mom from nearly 2,000 miles away. We have a $100 donation from Dark Gizmo, who says, a small donation considering all the fun I had with GDQ until now. Keep up the great work.
So what he's doing now is he's going back to Kraid. Like I mentioned earlier, you need to defeat Ridley and Kraid to actually get the Torian and unlock it. So that's what he's doing now. He's going all the way back here, which is conveniently right near where we spawned originally.
But we didn't go there on our first trip because we didn't have bombs at the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mickey already has 4 super missiles, which he'll need for Kraid. So.
Yeah, Kraid's kind of a pushover as well.
All right, so upcoming, what you're supposed to do is go to the right. There's a bunch of zip lines that are deactivated. So activate them. You have to go to the right side of Kraid and then the Kraid area, and defeat a mini boss called Acid Worm. And that turns on the zip lines, but we're gonna skip that instead. So he's gonna do what's called the Acid Worm skip, and this was a skip that I believe Shasta mentioned earlier that saves like around 2 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty difficult though. And
Nice.
nice.
Very nice.
So there are actually 2 methods of doing that skip there. He did the 4-bomb method, which is just spam the bombs at the very end of that block there. You can also, as well, just hang off the ledge just barely and then just jump across like that. But that's a little harder to set up.
Mm-hmm. If you saw either on my 100% run or Sam's any % hard run, we both used a method called a horizontal bomb jump, but that's not needed in this route because he already has power grip. So you don't need to resort to a horizontal bomb jump, which is much more difficult than, the strat that Mickey used here.
About how much slower is it to do Kraid first?
I don't remember. I don't remember the debate. There was a lot of debate about it, but
Please.
ever since we swapped to real time, Ridley first is much faster because Kraid first has an extra cutscene.
Right.
So now here's Kraid. Come up right here.
You need serious time for this?
It's very serious time.
I think that's a yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Good job.
Did you pop off after that one?
It's a really tough fight. As you've seen.
Yeah, it takes Kraid has enough HP to take him down with exactly 15 missiles, and you're supposed to shoot his eye to open his mouth, and then shoot 15 missiles into his mouth. But he starts with his mouth open, and you have 4 super missiles. So you can just kill him instantly. And now he just got the speed boost, which is a really useful upgrade.
Makes it go fast.
The going fast item.
Yeah.
For those not familiar with this upgrade, in many 2D Metroid games,
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's good.
basically when you run for a long period amount of time, you activate speed boost, and you lets you destroy speed boost blocks. If you crouch while running, you can store it, and you can do what's called a shine spark, which allows you to fire yourself in several directions.
Because we didn't kill Acid Worm there, we actually have to use a Shine Spark to get across the entire room, which otherwise you just use like the wire there instead.
And now that he's done with Kraid, he's gonna head right over to Torian now.
There is also a pretty difficult trick coming up called the Brinstar Super.
We'll let it explain itself.
Go ahead, go.
Basically, he's gonna go into a save room over here, and then he has just enough distance from this chosen statue to the save room to get a Shine Spark. I think it's around a 10 frame leeway to actually store a Shine Spark on a ledge up there, and then you can use a Super Ball
And that's
to
part one.
get across.
He needs to charge his beam to kill that zoomer right there.
Like
and
that.
recharge it here,
There he's got it.
and
There it is.
there we
he
go.
got it.
Nice.
That's really hard, by the way.
That was really close to
That-
blocking that ledge, too.
That trick is pretty much the hardest trick in any % route.
Yeah.
Like harder than an acid worm skip.
I don't think I've ever gotten that before, actually.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, and it's pretty difficult to do. Now, it's not strictly required in any % speedrun, but what it does is, and it technically costs time, but it gives you an extra 2 super missiles, which gives you a lot of leeway in Torian, and pretty much reduces like how much you can get screwed over by drop luck. Because in Torian, you need to kill a lot of Metroids, and for each Metroid, you need to fire 5 missiles and or a super missile after freezing it. And after that, you have to use 7 missiles for each Zebetite. There's 4 of them. You need 20 missiles for Mother Brain's glass, and you need around 35 missiles, I think, to actually kill Mother Brain.
That sounds about right.
So it's a lot of missiles.
There's going to be a little bit of farming, too, and hopefully he gets some good luck from the green rank, is that they drop supers and missiles pretty quickly, because drop luck in this game is not dependent on what he has, so he can have full health and full missiles, but he'll still get missile and health drops.
It's partially dependent, but in Metroid Fusion, if you had full HP but not full with missiles, you're guaranteed to get missile drops.
Right.
That's not quite the case here, although your chances of getting missile drops do go up. But it's not guaranteed like in Metroid Fusion. Also, how long it takes for each Metroid to spawn is random. So,
Is it?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
random.
Actually, I had no idea about that
It's
one.
the worst part about this segment. That and the randomness of the drops.
Like when I was reading Dragonfang's notes on his new any % TAS, he had like an entire essay on Torian, which was longer than the rest of the run because there's so much luck in this run.
So
Dang.
far, the luck
Jeez.
isn't any good. Oh,
Oh,
nice.
there we go.
Oh,
There you
go.
actually,
Actually,
is.
You were
Actually say
saying.
that.
yeah.
Whoa! That's good luck right there, to say the least.
It's important to stay at full health because your chances of getting missile drops in general go up a lot more. Well, it's more like you don't really get health drops as often.
Oh, okay,
Ooh.
that's fine.
Makes up for it.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't see it
It's all good.
fast enough. Oh, why not? That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, my God. Nice.
Dude.
What are these drops?
I am jealous.
What?
There's another
Are
one.
you kidding me?
Yeah, that's wow.
This
That
has
was-
been amazing.
This is some of the best RNG I've ever seen.
terrible luck.
I don't think I've seen you drop below 45 missiles.
Yes.
That is incredible.
See, this is the Zebetite room. And now he got so good luck that he needs to hit 49 missiles and 4 supers or 39 missiles and 6 supers. And
Nice.
he's
Wow.
set. There we go.
All right.
Yeah,
This RNG, though.
for once.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
that's not good.
I had a few extra supers,
Yeah.
so it's
That'll
fine.
be okay.
This room is kind of awkward to navigate.
All right, so there's a standable spot at the very lip of the tunnel here. Well, and he's basically Mother Brain
Wow.
fires a beam every time you hit it with 5 missiles,
Just enough.
and he's charged a Shine Spark to skip part of this escape.
Just saves a little bit of time. And looks really cool. That's the important part.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, during Mother Brain's death animation, if you run up against it, that counts as charging your speed boost. So it's probably one of the few unintended spots, like unintended things in the speedrun from a developer. Because if developers intended it, they probably would have put in some speed boost blocks,
Yeah.
knowing how they programmed the rest of the game.
Well, I don't think they intended for anyone to stand on the edge of the tank either.
So I have about a minute or so of cutscenes if you want to like get a donation in or so.
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to read
All right.
donations.
Cool. We have a $50 donation from Anonymous who says, first time donating to GDQ and thought, what better time than the game that got me into speedrunning before I knew it was a thing. Good luck and have fun, Mickey. P.S. Save the animals. Got a $20 donation from Zorglorfian who says, Metroid Zero Mission was my first Metroid game. Good luck to MickeyGnou, and it's good to see the MZM gang on the couch again. Thanks to you guys for showing us all that speedrunning is fun and helpful. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Kill the animals.
Yes.
Oh. This guy.
This guy.
He likes fast. Get him out of here.
I think one more donation should do.
We've got a $50 donation from Alex89 who says, thanks everyone involved for the great event for a great cause. Good luck to all the runners. Donation goes to Reader's Choice, which again is Kill the Animals.
So this entire part of the game from here on out is pretty much completely new. The original Metroid ends on Torian, but they added this bit of extra story where after Torian, when you try to escape, you get shot down, and now you're completely suitless. And you have a blaster, which is terrible.
But it fires further than Samus's actual beam.
Yes, it actually fires longer than Samus's actual beam. And her blaster destroys bomb blocks, unlike actual Samus's beam.
Also, a fully charged blaster like that will disable some space pirates when you sneak up here. That's useful for just navigating through occasionally.
All right, Map of Shame, Map of Shame.
Oh.
No,
Fingers crossed.
not that
Shame.
many.
Oh.
Simply enough, you can skip that map room there if you just do a very precise jump. Or just not even a precise jump, just jump over it.
So there's a trick coming up in this room. He's gonna get detected, and then he's gonna try to not be seen.
Oh, I don't know how to deal with that pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pattern can be inconsistent there. He was trying to not get seen by any more pirates by freezing that pirate from his back, and then the alarm would have turned off by now, because the trigger for the alarm turning off is if no pirates have seen you for a certain amount of time, in most scenarios.
There is a strat that involves not triggering the wire in that previous room. It's about 1 second faster, but it's a lot less consistent. At least for me. Oh, okay. So the only downside of that is that I'm gonna have to wait for him to jump so I can progress.
This part of the run can be kind of scary because basically anything that damages you, which are the space pirates, will do 100 damage.
So if you don't recharge, you just die in one hit.
Wait, there is he shot up a charge beam, which killed a bomb block up there as he was going upwards. Yep.
And right there, he used the jump extend to avoid grabbing the ledge.
One thing you might see Mickey do occasionally is like when he's going to the animation of crawling or going up from it, he can fire a shot during then, just so he doesn't like fire it, like just so doesn't like waste frames or anything. That was nice there.
Nice. And of course, if you get hit by a searchlight, the alarm triggers.
And that's not good.
In this case, it's not good, yeah.
Yeah, because it loses a bunch of time since you have to wait for the pirates to go away.
Getting detected in this room isn't really a big deal, to be honest.
Yeah.
But of course, it means you made a mistake if you get detected. Because the developers put in this nice shortcut down here.
Ooh.
And you can just fall down here and skip a good chunk of stealth, the stealth section.
Just gonna spin forever. And now move on.
And for some reason, that pirate doesn't see you through the glass.
He doesn't look up.
That's a mistake right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't go for the dragon dart
Yeah,
shot.
I forgot about it. I seriously don't know how a casual player is supposed to know where to go in this segment.
You have to be careful to not make a mistake there, or else the searchlight cycles will be off, and you have to reset the room. 'Cause you don't want to get detected. Up until this point.
Oh, okay.
But this is intentional.
Those eye beams shoot beams at you as well, which can be a little bit annoying.
Sam strat.
I'm not sure I'm gonna get it.
Now you can get it.
That first shot was kind of slow. Nice.
Oh. Dang.
So it's not the end of the world if he gets detected again, because the upcoming, as the next spot where he's going to get locked in because of the alarm, just a save station, which if you enter and leave, then the alarm just completely resets.
Also, that power bomb tank that we just saw is not actually a power bomb tank.
Yeah, it's fake.
It's just there for show. Same thing with that pirate up there. It's not actually, it doesn't actually exist. It's not physical in any way.
Oh, okay. That works.
That room can be kind of scary if you're not
Yep.
familiar with it.
You have just enough time to recharge your beam there to shoot another pirate to get through him.
Also, if you're noticing, he's shooting the pirates and stunning them and then just walking right through them. For some reason, stunned pirates, they won't hit you. Like, their entire hitbox just goes away.
Alright, almost the end of this section. Set this room here, then a little bit more.
Nice pattern.
Oh no. Oh, you madman.
Ooh, skipping.
Sure.
Alright, upcoming is what we as a community call the Charlie fight. I think Jagger G named it Charlie for some reason.
Probably.
But basically, the Chozo kind of want to test Samus on if she's worthy to get her suit back or whatever, something like that. And it's basically a fight of reactions and luck. You're supposed to shoot, basically it has a mirror. If you shoot it, you hurt yourself. But it flashes for a quick moment here and there. And when you shoot it with a charge blaster on that shot, on that moment, then you damage it. You have to do that 4 times. The amount of time it takes for it to flash is random.
But there is a way you can make it faster with a damage boost strat that I'm about to do. This is the main reason why I recharged at the beginning of this segment.
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was good.
So every time he's shooting the mirror and damaging himself, it's
Okay.
making it spawn, I think, a second faster.
On average, I think it's the second, yeah. He's also constantly moving around because in the 3rd and 4th round,
Oh,
Close. It's all good. It's all good, man.
the lightning doesn't fire.
okay, that's okay.
There it is.
Good fight.
That was still good though.
Get the glitch.
One.
Come on.
Did I get it?
Yes,
Yeah,
you got
you
it.
got
Yes,
it.
yes. You're not supposed to have control of Samus right there.
Yeah.
If you have Samus in a turnaround animation on the frame, she's supposed to face the mirror, then you can gain control of her.
So now all the on 309s we got earlier in the run, we now have them as part of the suits. So now you have the plasma beam, the gravity suits, and the space jump.
And also various suit, because we totally got various suit.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's a various suit. I
did.
forgot.
This part of the game is really awesome, by the way. I really enjoy this. Music accompany as well.
The music is super upbeat.
It's so good. So now the space pirates are trying to avoid earlier because they were trying to kill us. We turned the tables on them, and now we're going to kill them. It's going to be awesome.
Admittedly, it can be kind of dangerous because your beam doesn't do a huge amount of damage, and you don't have wave beam, and pirates still do 50 damage to you if you touch them. You still have to be a little bit careful.
And thankfully, all these blocks that he's going around, I believe they're screw attack blocks. And since he doesn't have screw attack, the developers put a good, alternate route to get around them.
Yeah, like pretty much everything in this game is developer intended. Almost.
Except for probably Acid Worm skip rates. And a few other things like that.
Like there was a video of a Japanese developer doing Acid Worm skip in a speedrun like a week after the game came out. Yeah, so that's actually known by the developer.
That was actually
Acid Worm is with a horizontal bomb jump. The developers know about that trick, so that is at least known.
So maybe it was intended.
A little bit of opposition here. He's gonna use a little Shine Spark and then
this pirate's
kill
the
this
nicest
pirate.
pirate. He's really nice. He's gonna blow those blocks open for you.
Yeah, what a nice guy.
This one's nice as well.
Space jump optimization kind of becomes a thing because in order to do another jump, you have to start descending a little bit before you can use another jump. And this is where high jump is also important because the height of each space jump is affected by whether you have high jump or not. So you really want to have high jump. And again, as Shasta mentioned, there's a few shortcuts here, developer intended shortcuts to get around the fact that you don't have screw attack.
Yeah.
Ah, missed it. I tried to shoot a missile to open the door, and since I'm moving towards the door, it curves, and it just looks awesome. Doesn't do anything.
Those black space pirates, they're only affected by your beam, and they also do more damage to you, so you gotta be careful around them, essentially.
So at this point, the goal in the game is to find Mecha Ridley, or as the community calls it, Iron Ted, defeat him, and then escape this area, which is called Chozodia. So he's pretty much going straight over to Iron Ted. You're supposed to... The natural route says you're supposed to have power bombs, also friendly fire.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to use a power bomb to access Iron Ted, but developers also put in another little shortcut to get around that, as you'll see soon. He's gonna turn around and kill a pirate here to turn off the alarm. If he doesn't, then there's gonna be a gate that closes right here, and he's gonna have to wait several seconds for it to open. I would say this boss is very difficult. Like, it's around the same difficulty as Ridley and Kraid, who are really difficult as well. Do you agree?
It depends.
Yeah, definitely.
Depends on how fast he swipes.
If I remember correctly, this is the main reason why you get exactly 6 super missiles.
Yeah, if he
in the entire run.
didn't get the Brinstar Super, he would have gotten another super missile tank in Chozodia.
No? Yes? No?
Come on.
Okay.
There we go. Bye.
See ya.
See ya. And now we have all the health. That's it.
So I think for whatever reason, if it goes by percentage, Iron Ted's health. So if he had 100% items, his health, he would take a lot more super shots than that. But since he doesn't have anywhere near 100%, it just takes 6 supers.
Right.
Yep.
It takes 18 supers, I think, to kill Iron Ted at 100%.
And I think I'm pretty sure the damage or the health increase rolls over at 100%. So all the way up until 99%, it would still only take 6 supers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you remember the ship we saw earlier, like back in the deck, that's where we're going now to escape. So we have a total of 5 minutes, which is
Not enough time, obviously.
yeah, not enough at all.
Oh, nice.
You just saved some frames
Hello
by
there.
running through that frozen pirate. Awesome.
Okay. I forgot to charge my beam coming in. Sure.
Alright. He's going to do another Shine Spark here. And doing this will skip the entire 2 rooms from now, essentially.
Oh. Damn it.
Let's try it again. That looks cool.
Yeah,
Aw.
just have to wait for this guy to turn around.
Come on, work robot.
There it is.
There you go.
And nice.
There we go.
Very nice.
So yeah, this is developer intended here because all these space to his blocks here. Takes you all the way to the very end of this, where the ship is. And now there's these 2 black space pirates, which I mentioned earlier, get only hurt by beam.
They have very smart AI.
Yeah, very
just-
smart.
Just yourself right there, and they'll both just climb up and just shoot the opposite direction, trying to hit you.
Time is coming up.
As soon as they get in the ship, it's time.
And
Don't Kirby.
time.
There you go.
Nice.
Good run, Mickey.
Good
Thanks.
stuff.
Oh, Hero Pirate.
Oh,
Dang, dude.
he tried. He tried his hardest.
Now it's time for some awesome crits.
So you can go ahead with donations unless... I don't know if you're watching the credits or not to see the in-game time.
We should probably do that.
Yeah.
It's tradition.
So I think this should be around 29 something-ish. I don't know.
Something like that. What was the real time again? Anyone know?
What was your RTA?
It was 40:39.
Oh, that's not bad.
Wow.
I think my PB is 40-20.
Oh,
Okay.
good stuff then.
Very
Not
nice.
sure.
You mentioned real time and in-game time a lot in this game. We used to go purely by in-game time, which is mostly reasonably accurate, but recently there was a exploit found to manipulate the in-game time by pausing at certain times. So we go by real time for the most part now in Zero Mission.
I think it's if you pause, it advances the frame. I think by 1 frame.
I don't remember the
Something like that.
details, but like there's specific spots where like when you pause, everything around Samus like moves for like that 1 frame, but Samus herself. So like there's a few parts where if you repeatedly keep pausing, the in-game timer doesn't move, such
Right.
as Ridley's death cutscene. Yeah, so also zip lines. Yes.
But obviously, you're gonna... Nobody does that in any real-time speedruns, else you would just wreck your fingers trying to mash pause for like 10 minutes.
We still track in-game time, but real time is the preferred timing
Definitely.
method at this point. I think we want to give a shout out to Eagle.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Eagle's the 8% and 100% record holder for this game.
And,
And
rec-
he, yeah, go ahead.
and recently, he's tied the Fusion world record for any percent at 45.
Yeah.
So he's really good at both of the 2D
He's
Metroids.
really freaking good at both of those games.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And also a nice guy.
It's also
That's
helped me out a lot. With
I think his
strats.
Twitch is like what
Makvaerk. M-A-K-V-A-E-R-K.
Yeah, sounds about right.
MAKVAERK.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's
Definitely
something like
recommend
that.
following him. And this guy too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And Jack
Yeah.
879.
Yes.
Again.
We probably did, but it's fine. Love that credit song. So now we got in-game time.
Come on,
Right here.
27.
If you
Come
get a
on,
27,
27.
you'll beat my in-game time PB.
Should be a low 28.
I'm going
27.
28-12.
I'm going to say 27.59.
And 28 flat.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Not bad, though.
Yeah.
That's really
It's,
good.
it's only 20 seconds off my PB.
Very good.
Thank you, guys.
Very nice run.
That was really good.
See you next mission.